Something happened on the way to liberation. A generation of women was told they could have it all. The corner office, the perfect family, and the Instagram-worthy life. Instead of freedom, however, many found themselves trapped in a new kind of prison. A gilded cage built of impossible standards and invisible expectations. The traditional blueprint for womanhood was shattered, yet no viable replacement has emerged. Today, women are expected to be providers and nurturing mothers. They're told to be independent, but also to be hyper-feminine partners. They're praised for being ambitious, but judged for being single. This constant contradictory pressure has created a pervasive sense of exhaustion and disillusionment. Being a woman today means being pulled in 6 directions at once. You're told to lean in at work, open up in love, and stay small enough to fit the beauty standards of an algorithm. These roles don't just conflict, they cannibalize each other. To excel in one arena is to be accused of neglect in another. Dating apps demand that you perform desire. The workplace rewards you for suppressing desire, and the internet, it monetizes your rage at this contradiction. Why bother? Isn't cynicism, it's self-defense. When young women say they're happier single, it's not just a trend, it's a surrender. Here's the truth. The system wasn't built for women to win. It was built for women to burn out quietly. The digital realm has only intensified this pressure. Apps that once promised connection now feel like slot machines rigged against intimacy. Swiping has reduced human worth to a flick of the thumb. For many women, it has amplified the burden of being a perfect commodity, beautiful, successful, and eternally available, while enduring ghosting and emotional indifference. This isn't just about dating, it's about retreating. It's a quiet, almost invisible withdrawal from the old promise of partnership. More women choose solitude, not out of bitterness, but because the alternative feels like emotional labor disguised as romance. This isn't just a feeling, it's a measurable crisis. We see it in the rising burnout rates among professional women who quietly burn out under the weight of a second shift at home and the mental load of managing a household. We see it in the data on declining birth rates, as more and more women make the difficult choice to prioritize their careers, knowing they can't excel at both without sacrificing their well-being. In this sense, the algorithm is not a matchmaker, it's a mirror, reflecting a market where women's value is constantly judged and commodified. Your profile is your resume, with your desirability ranked by metrics such as likes, matches, and messages. It's not romance, it's a performance review. The irony is cruel. The tools that promise liberation, flexible work, dating apps, and social media often replicate the hierarchies they claim to dismantle. The boardroom's glass ceiling was traded for the soft cage of girl boss branding, where empowerment is sold like skincare products and feminism is reduced to slogans on t-shirts. This isn't a failure of feminism. The old script has been torn up, and the new one is more demanding than ever. It's an unspoken truth. Women feel both empowered and overwhelmed. This freedom has come at a cost that an entire generation is now struggling to pay. Yet women are not simply succumbing to this burden. Many are quietly rewriting the terms. They're forming communities outside the reach of algorithms, experimenting with slower relationships, and refusing to equate self-worth with constant productivity. They're rejecting the idea that partnership or motherhood is the final exam of womanhood. Instead, they're beginning to imagine new futures where solitude isn't shameful, ambition isn't apologized for, and care is shared instead of hoarded. The dream of having it all didn't collapse for this generation. It curdled. The question echoing through bedrooms, office cubicles, and group chats is not what do I want, but what will break me slower.